We've been here too many times before. Another senseless shooting of an unarmed black man at the hands of police. And while the protests following the death of George Floyd seem to push things in a new direction, Jacob Blake's shooting reminds us that there's still so far to go. And the players and coaches in the NBA are once again speaking out against police brutality. But are they set to respond with a boycott? In a post-game interview on Monday, Lakers star LeBron James stated that black people in America are afraid. He also drove home the point that there were several ways to detain Blake without firing a gun.
If you're sitting here telling me that there was no way to subdue that gentleman or detain him or to just before the firing of guns, then you sitting here, you lying to not only me, you lying to every African American, every black person in the community.
Los Angeles Clippers coach Doc Rivers also reflected on Blake's shooting in a post-game interview and got emotional talking about how black people continue to love America, even though the country doesn't seem to love us back.
We're trying to get them to protect us, just like they protect everybody else. I didn't want to talk about it before the game because it's so hard, like to just keep watching it. That video, if you watch that video, you don't need to be black to be outraged. You need to be American and outraged.
And even though the league is fed up with how police officers are handling encounters with black Americans, talks of a response in the form of a boycott is, quote, something that's in the back of our minds, as stated by Boston Celtics guard Marcus Smart. It was reported on Tuesday that Jacob Blake underwent surgery and is now paralyzed from the waist down. This development comes days after Blake was shot in the back 7 times by Kenosha County police officers while in front of his young children. As this story continues to develop, we will keep you updated. For HipHollywood.com, I'm Vanessa Barnett.